Hello, everybody. At this time, we are talking about good governance. Governance refers to all processes of governing the institutions, processes, and practices through which issues of common concern are decided upon and regulated. Good governance adds a normative or evaluative attribute to the process of governing. From a human rights perspective, it refers primarily to the process whereby public institutions conduct public affairs, manage public resources, and guarantee the realization of human rights. And then we move to principles of good governance. The first principle, participation. Participation in the concept of good governance. Here is an opportunity for everyone to voice their opinions through institutions or representations. In addition, everyone, without exception, has the right to freedom of association and expression. And then second, rule of law. To implement good governance, the legal framework in the country must be enforced impartially, especially concerning human rights law. And then third, transparency. Transparency means that every policy taken and implemented by the government must be carried out under existing regulations. In addition, there must be a guarantee that any information related to the policy can be accessed by everyone, especially those who are directly affected by the policy. And then fourth, responsiveness. Good governance needs institutions and processes to attempt to serve all stakeholders within a reasonable time and accessible time. Then fifth, consensus oriented. This principle is related to the decision-making process, where the decision-making process cannot accommodate everyone's wishes. Then at a minimum, the decision must be a decision that can be accepted by everyone and does not harm anyone. And then six, equity and inclusiveness. Good governance ensures justice for the community. Everyone has the same opportunity to maintain and improve their welfare. And the seventh, effectiveness and efficiency. Every decision-making process and its institutions must be able to produce decisions that meet every community need. Community resources must also be utilized optimally by the government. And then A, accountability. All institutions involved in good governance have full responsibility to the public for the sake of improving the quality of society. And then how good governance is applied. There are the ways good governance is applied in different institutions. The first, corporate governance. Good corporate governance can be achieved by having a clear definition of the roles and duties of the board, managers, and shareholders. Boards must maintain a diverse panel and have a good percentage of independent directors to ensure unbiased and efficient decision making. And then, second, public governance. Good public governance includes practices to ensure the sound and fair functioning of public institutions. They must exercise openness, efficiency, and responsiveness to handle public needs while encouraging public participation in key decisions. And then third, non-profit governance. Non-profit must have a clear definition of their mission to ensure that all organizational operations are supported. Diverse boards, sound leadership, and mechanism to improve shareholders' trust and engagement are essential for ensuring good non-profit governance. And then we move to the characteristics of good governance. The first, transparency. Data is accessible to everyone freely. Governments have to provide policies, budgets, and decisions openly. Online platforms enable citizens to view public records at ease. And then second, responsiveness. Institutions serve the public good promptly. Time measures in emergencies and crises as governments need to respond urgently. We want policies to be re-evaluated in terms of the needs of society. And then third, responsibility. Public officials are accountable for their actions. Anti-corruption ways are to be strong ways for fair governance. Audits and reports ensure the public is informed about government performance. And then fourth, rule of law. Laws apply to all citizens equally. We try to extract justice from the legal system, but it's not the reverse. So-called independent courts must defend constitutional rights and prevent abuses of power. And then, why effective governance is essential for business. The first reason, efficient process. To start, good governance ensures consistency and respectability in corporation. In turn, the overall productivity and efficiency of the organizations are boosted. And then second, effective response to external environment. The modern business world operates in an environment of constant change. The process of understanding these changes does not happen due to chance. It takes leadership's commitment and resources from the governing body. This depicts the benefits of good governance to the appropriate response of corporate bodies to changes in the environment. And then third, feasibility of errors. When the organization adopts the principles of good governance, transparency and accountability become the watchword. As a result of this, board directors can quickly spot errors that can affect the organization. The equity between the board directors also allows for experiences and opinions to be shared openly. This allows for a dependable corporate structure that is error proof. And then fourth, financial sustainability. Good governance significantly reduces the threat of safety, legal, performance, and warranty issues that can affect the organization. This is why the corporate body can reduce unnecessary expenses and spend more on progressive needs. It also ensures that the stakeholders, shareholders, customers, staff directors, and others are financially secure. I think it is enough. Thanks for watching.